Hello, all right, how's it going, everyone? Okay, so today I already talked about Ripple a little bit, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about Ripple and where it's going and how it's actually going to be creating basically our bull run. So yeah, we got some stuff coming up today. Let's see who's here first and get our day started off nicely. All right, we got Manya, we got Eric. What's up, Kenneth? What's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, and so are a lot of people around me. I hope you're doing all well. Mike, nice to see you. Manya, Richard, how's it going? Going well. Soon, hope you're doing well as well. Second education day. Yes, I missed on Wednesday because of all that traveling and visas, but have to make it up for you guys. So that's why I'm doing it. Paulette, nice to see you. Aaron, nice to see you. Michael, nice to see you on YouTube. If you guys are watching on YouTube, just hit that comment button, send a comment, let me know you're there. If you're watching on Facebook, comment, like, share. You guys know the drill. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube so that you don't miss, and click that bell if you don't want to miss any of the videos that come out. So let's get talking about cryptocurrency. Let's get talking about excitement. Who feels excited? Who feels FOMO a little bit? That little bit of FOMO coming back, huh? Leroy, nice to see you. I see you over there. And that FOMO feeling is normal. It's the first time you probably had it in a long time. It's like playing in a casino and losing and losing and losing, and then all of a sudden you win. This is what crypto's feeling like today. So you have that euphoric feeling, you have that serotonin in your brain. You're like, yes, your neurotransmitters are firing off like all this positive energy, and it's amazing. Yes, XRP Bones. Remind me of your name again, man. I wish. Yeah, Imad, you like that, huh? We literally, it's crazy. Imad, I told your brother that if I had 75 grand when it was it was like 24 cents, I believe Ripple was. I told him if I had 75 grand, I would put it in. If he did that, imagine how much he'd be up right now. Mark, missing your live shows, but always come back and rewatch. Hey, don't worry, guys. If you missed the show, you can always watch it again. I'm never gonna delete the videos. You can catch up. And if you miss one, don't feel bad. I'm not narcissistic. I don't feel the need that everyone has to watch me like some people do on YouTube. I'm more here for you guys to learn, and if you need it, to help you. So that's my role here. So I just want to keep that in point. Andy Boyd says, "What's up, Coach K? Made some money in XRP." So let me tell you guys a really cool story. I have a friend of mine. He's a forex trader. Kind of like a mentor to me, or is a mentor to me, what do you say? And we've been talking for a while, and I didn't know this, but he basically put his bag on me, on what I was saying in Ripple, and then he talked to some of his friends, and they're collectively up like $3 million US. Yeah, I'm not joking. I got a message today, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm up like 2.8 million," and I was like, "Excuse me." So yeah, Ripple's a good one, guys. And I'm glad. Like I said, remember I said when I made that video, you guys go back and watch it if you don't believe this or you missed it. I said I'm glad that I said it then because I knew it was gonna come soon, and there you go, you have it. What's going to happen for XRP next? I'll give you guys a little insight on that too. You tagged me in a tweet welcoming you to the XRP community. Hope you get some viewers. Cheers, I really appreciate that. We're going to get a lot of XRPers coming on this show, and I welcome them all. I'm actually talking right now with my developer to make my bot only take XRP instead of Ethereum because it's faster and more efficient. And it doesn't have lag on the network and get expensive. Like ETH, sometimes you pay like $3-4 to send it. Well, I don't want people spending $4 on the bot just to send their ETH. Spend 1 penny, send it with Ripple. So we're working on integrating that too. So I know your Ripple lovers are gonna like that. Josh, how you doing, man? Manya, yeah, what XRP? I told you. Hey, but guys, remember, don't forget that you have to take profit. Okay, don't get in this mindset like everyone does that you're going to moon in Lambo, okay? It's not going to happen right away. If you go up like 100%, it's got to come back down a little bit. So even though it doesn't feel like it will, and it keeps like going down a little bit and coming back up, it's going to come down a bit. It has to, okay? So nothing in the market always goes up. We learned this with Bitcoin last year, okay? So be realistic and just chill. Don't FOMO buy XRP because if you did today at 70 cents, you'd be sad right now too. So wait for the time to enter, the right time, not when RSI is way overbought. It's a bad idea to buy that time, okay? So patience is the key, like I've always been telling you. All right, FOMO mock, yeah, I hear you. Spectral, how you doing? How many of you guys, here's a good question. How many of you guys made money from me telling you guys that I changed my opinion on Ripple? I'm just curious because I had literally so many messages today. I want to know how many people watching have seen that. XRP went to 80, then dropped to 75, sold it. Now it's 57. Wait longer. It's going to come down more. It hit that the 78.6, like touched it. Now I'm going to show you something in a minute that you guys will be like, whoa, I'm glad that I'm not going to buy it right now. So there you go. Work isn't letting you slack, Kenton. Don't worry. You always know you can watch back. Yes, Mike Watkins made a follow. That's right, my brother. Spammy made, still couldn't find an easy way. Is wallet die XRP? I don't understand what you mean by that. Who else? Yeah, Manya made money. Fami made money. Did 157% today. Yeah, that's good. Aaron made money. So hey, listen. What have I always told you guys from the start? I'm here to actually help you. I want you to have financial freedom. I'm not greedy. I don't ask you for anything for all this stuff that I do. And I do that because I really want the community to grow, and I know crypto is going to explode. So the more people we have in it, the better. And the more people I care about in it, the better. So, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know I actually care about you guys. And so because of that, all I want is you guys to crush it. Like, seriously. I want all of us to crush it, and then we can do so much good with it, right? Because think about the elite now. They do give money to some causes, but are they really doing, making sure that it's going for the right thing? I think when we, as normal people, become more wealthy, we can actually really change the world in a more positive way. And that's another thing that crypto is not a lot of people don't look at that way in crypto, but that's happening and gonna happen big time. You should have bought more. Hey, everyone always feels like that. Crypto, I hear you, man. Not able to hear the stream. Divi, check your sound. Is anyone else having any trouble hearing? I sold all my other bags and bought XRP. I'm glad I did. Good, Manya. But remember, keep your diversification. I mean, XRP is a great coin, but if you only have it and it goes down, then you're gonna feel not as good. So have something hedging against XRP. Bitcoin is a good hedge. Look at good projects and have some hedges. It's nothing wrong with having some ADA and some XLM and Enigma and some good projects that will do well long term. If you look at those ones, that's the stuff you want. We're going to change the world, Joel. Yeah, we are. We are. One day at a time, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be great, and that's why I love it. Don't FOMO in. Diversification is king. Absolutely. And guys, Mike knows what he's talking about. Trust me when I tell you that. Trust me. This man is like a mentor to me, or is a mentor to me. So trust me. Very smart dude. Okay? So moving in, let's go on to talk about a little bit of the news that's going on in crypto today. And there's some bullish news as well for Icon. So Icon, a really, really cool project, had a lot of FUD. But what else had a lot of FUD? Ripple had a lot of FUD. Ethereum had a lot of FUD. Bitcoin's had a lot of FUD. So what hasn't? And if you don't know what FUD means, it's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So when you watch something on the news and it's not really 100% true and makes you kind of scared that you think you're going to lose your money and you sell and panic sell, that was FUD is. So when you hear things that are bad, ZIL is absolutely great. Aaron, ZIL is a great one. And actually, what I looked at today, it looked like it was a really good buying opportunity today for ZIL. It was in the 520 range Satoshi-wise. That's usually a pretty decent range for a ZIL coin, especially right now with the market the way it is. So it's not financial advice, but this is definitely something that you can look at. And I have friends that made 32x in ZIL on 20 ETH. Think about that. They did 20 ETH at 32x. Imagine they bought XRP when it was 24 cents with that money. Damn, right? So you can do really good on projects. Just have to do research, guys. The most important part of all this stuff that I'm doing is you need to do your own research. Don't just take what a YouTuber says about any project and take their word for it. Even mine. No one else says this in crypto, okay? Nobody else says this. Go do your research. I'm telling you to do your research for a reason. Because people will follow others because they got lucky. I didn't get lucky because of XRP. I got smart. I actually learned about what it does. I learned about all the things that I thought were wrong were actually not wrong and they had been changed, or they were never wrong in the first place. So this is what you need to do when you research. Who is on the team? Fortune 500 people, people that have worked in that industry, do they have blockchain experience? These are really important factors to put into there. What schools did they graduate? Are they all MIT graduates? Did they go to Harvard? Did they go to Yale, Cornell? Right? Think of big schools, the London School of Business, etc. That's really important fundamental stuff right there. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to get at. Now, this stuff above me is really important. 35 million people in Korea use this insurance term called SK. SK also, I'm pretty sure, I remember when I lived in Korea, it was also a bank or some other type of institute. It's not just insurance, as I believe, but I might be wrong. It's been a while since I lived in Korea. But the point is, Icon is partnering with 35 million users. Think about mass adoption there, guys. So many people are going to use it, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Here, let's see. There's a question by Jan. How high do you think XRP can go in 6 months from now? I'm thinking 250 billion is a maximum in the next months, but that's still only 1,000%. My other project, I expect much more. My question to you is, do you think there's any chance XRP alone can reach 1 trillion in 12 to 16 months? 1 trillion that fast? No, definitely not. Is it possible in crypto? Yes, it definitely is. That's the thing about crypto that's awesome. It's possible. So we'll see. Most people that have shown me their charts that are actually really good traders, all those guys that have shown me their charts have actually said, you know what, we think $8 is the top for Ripple in our next bull run, which seems might be starting about now or in the next week or 2 or 3 weeks. I told you guys about 5 weeks ago. Yasser said 5 weeks or so. Not 5 weeks ago, but like 2 weeks ago, he said like 5-6 weeks. So we're probably getting really close to that. And if you guys draw trend lines from the top and the bottom of Bitcoin right now on the chart, on like a daily chart, for example, you'll see we're really close. And October 1st, September 30th is that decision point for the wedge. So it's going to be really interesting to see where we get to from that point. Hey, Ashley Thomas, what's up, bro? My Bangkok brother. Stratus has a new roadmap coming out next week. Yeah, Stratus is one of the most successful ICOs ever at the top. Keep that in mind. It's a great project. It's just been having really lully movements. I don't know why. Can't really tell you. But what I will tell you is it's a good project. It has good fundamentals. Maybe they just needed this new roadmap. Yeah, it's literally like if you look on ICOs, it's one of the most successful ICOs ever. In terms of financials. Jethro, what's up, brother? How you doing? Well, going to help my colleague at 61 years old. How about Binance and Coinbase? He's wary of crypto. Awesome. 1 year ago, they were all making fun of me. Now, not a word. There you go, brother. Oh, I'm telling you, man, we're going to make all those guys change over. And it doesn't matter what they don't like, we're going to educate them, and we're going to make them all do exactly what we wanted to happen in the first place. So, $20 billion. Okay, I'm going to put in perspective to you guys. That's 10% added value to the whole market cap of before that $20 billion came in the market. We just added 10% of the whole market cap. That's insane. I'm up 11% on my US dollar in 2 days for my whole portfolio. 11%. That's insane. Okay, the bot's crushing it, but it's just the market's going bullish now. We're seeing the bullish movement. We're seeing the bullish momentum. Ripple, as I said in my video early this morning, Ripple is the catalyst that's going to start our next bull run. It passed Ethereum today, which is absolutely insane. It passed Ethereum as the number 2 spot for about an hour and then came back down. XRP does want to wake up again, Leroy, but I don't think it's going to happen just yet. I think it needs to drop more. It might come up a little bit, but it'll drop more again. So let's just see where we go. Pretty interesting stuff, if you ask me. Moving on. Australia actually is now operating to create a stable coin, launched next year. So you're going to start seeing a lot of governments are going to start creating these stable coins, which are going to replace their fiat currencies. And hopefully they don't screw it up. They make it like a stable coin that isn't like a stable coin that they can't print an unlimited amount of supply, right? So as long as they oversee that and the governments have a cap and you know that money is not going to become super inflated again, whether it's crypto or not, I see no problem. I think this is a great thing for cryptocurrency. It pushes us into the next level of acceptance and mass adoption. What's up, Mitra? Nice to see you. And yeah, like Manya just did right now, guys, if you ever have friends that you want to influence to like get into crypto or need to like learn a little bit about education of crypto or just want to have someone introduced to it that maybe doesn't want to listen to you like your wife, your husband, that happens a lot too, let them watch the show. You don't have to tell them to do anything. Just tag them and let them see it. If they like it, they like it. All right, so this was an interesting piece of information. Bitcoin had a patch that they had to put on the network that was so susceptible that they could have actually gotten super hacked. And someone just found it, a Bitcoin core developer found it, and they fixed it. But this is really concerning sometimes with crypto, that the littlest thing, the parity hack for Ethereum, right? Like just a small little DAO wallet gets hacked and $50 million is gone. We saw this week 80 or 50, $60 million in Korea was gone. It's brutal, guys. It's really brutal. So what I'm saying is, just be really safe with your crypto. Make sure you get it off exchanges because those are the things that get hacked the first. And you don't want to wait and hopefully an exchange gives you your crypto back. No, you want to keep most of it off of your exchange. And if you're on Binance or Coinbase where they have the insurance, you're a lot less susceptible to getting wrecked if someone like Mt. Gox happens for a smaller exchange, which it could happen. It really could. We've seen it a couple times. I think it was Upbit that was hacked twice. CoinCheck or CoinDesk, whichever one it was, got hacked a couple times. So make sure that you guys always do the right amount of security and read into the exchanges and see if people say good or bad things. Good things to just keep in mind. So, the second largest currency was, for an hour, XRP. Get used to it, guys. Get used to it. These waves are not going to stop. And if we are bullish, like I'm really thinking we are, this is going to push Ripple into above. I'm going to say this right now. I think it might even happen in the next 5-10 years. Ripple potentially, if everything goes the way they're saying and doing, Ripple could easily be the number one. Because Bitcoin is great for storing value and it will increase value. The value of Bitcoin will go up, but I think more people will use XRP because of the speed and efficiency of it. And they haven't had any hack issues or any of that stuff too. It's another thing to take in mind. So yes, that's what it is. So one thing I want to leave with, you with is this. Don't look now. I think it's just anticipation swell for X Rapid. Yes, it probably is. Definitely a little bit of that. But here's something really interesting that I heard from, you know, if you guys ever watch The Modern Investor, he's another YouTuber. I really like him. He's very much educational and non-shilly. And he doesn't even know me, and I'm saying this because I respect good information. So he was saying, and I agree that this is probably happening because what is Joel doing with the bot? Well, what am I doing? I'm testing it, and what am I going to do when we're going live? Slowly get adoption. I don't want 1,000 members the first day because it's too much on our system. We want it to slowly get up there. XRP is moving again. Are you freaking kidding me? This is like crazy. It's so fast. I can't even do a live feed, guys. I can't do a live feed and buy because I have to buy Ripple. No, but it's cool. It's still, guys. If you look at the daily candle, you know that Ripple's gonna come down because I have to show you guys something really quick here because I think it's really important to understand this and know what to look for when you're seeing it. So let me just get it up here for you. All right, so where is it? Show it. There it is. Let me just delete this real quick. Let me just close the image on the slideshow. All right, so if you guys can see Ripple here, look at it. Okay, so what you'll see is on the chart, when you see a very long tail at the top, when there's a tail at the top going down, that usually means right after we're going to dip. Meaning that if you have a long candle, right, like we have this long candle right here, and then we have a wick that goes all the way up, if it stays just a small wick all the way up, usually that means the next candle, so tomorrow, the day will go down and start to its descent again, usually. But Ripple's right now is probably getting bought out of Fomo a lot, so that's the thing. I see XRP definitely, might even be less than 45 cents actually. But we're going to see Ripple dip because of that candle. And if it does the opposite, guys, and we have a nice candle, we have a long tail down, the tails down usually push the next candle up. So it's a really easy thing to learn about candlesticks. If you see a really long one like you see right now on Ripple's chart, usually we have a dip after that because the next candle will be going down. Keep that in mind, okay? Let's see. Litecoin is stupid. Read the white paper. It's dumb. I don't think Litecoin is stupid. I think it's a good project. I just don't like how Charlie D. Lee has done stuff recently. It's kind of off. It makes me kind of. Yes, it absolutely is going to dip. RSI is at 94. As you guys can see that right over in the middle of the screen, right underneath the candles, that RSI in that purple box. Whenever it's above that line, that usually means it's overbought. And when you look at it on the daily, when it's a 94, that's insane. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. To see it 94 is crazy high. So we're going to see a dip, and there's nothing wrong with that. Buy the dip, especially on Ripple. Okay, I know people that have been buying it the whole way down. Okay, let me just get into a couple other things. I see a lot of messages here. Just give me a second to catch up. I think it's just XRapid. Yes, it just went up another 5%. Good. Tell me. I want to sell my XRP or LTC for XRP, but I like LTC. I think it will be good long. I think Litecoin will be good long term. Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin, XRP, Enigma, OMG, Quantum. There's a lot of projects that are going to be good long term, but some of them have been getting people wrecked, and they're very bearish on them. But you have to understand that markets correct and they go back up more. Usually they go back up more. So keep that in mind. And we're in an infant market right now. This is a baby market. It's a baby. Go look at some actual big markets like NASDAQ compared. It's like a freaking grain of salt. We're just getting started. And if you guys haven't seen that yet, you are going to see it soon. All right, like every time XRP moves up a little percent, take a shot. Yeah, absolutely. But if it's the start of a bull market, would you expect it to go down far? No, I don't think it's the start of a bull market yet, Leroy. We have another week or two. I think that XRP is reacting to XRapid, and I also think that XRP is reacting to banks that they have already two banks. They have two banks, and what I assume is happening with XRP is they're starting to test using XRP and XRapid to send the wires and then settle with XRP instantly. What I think is actually happening is the banks are now realizing we need to actually hold crypto. We need to hold XRP to settle because everyone's going to want XRP to settle, so they're starting to buy. We're not starting a bull run for at least 3 more weeks. People are saying I'm bullish. I tell them you You went from 200 billion to 220 billion. You're bullish. You're crazy. It's not bullish yet. Okay, we're just moved. We're recovering a bit, and we need a few more weeks to ramp that bull run up. We're not there yet, but it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. Okay, that's no bull crap. Shadows, as they say, shadow trading has never failed me. Yeah, shadow trading is great, and that's what the bot does. It's copy trading, shadow trading, whatever you want to call it. You FOMO bought on XRP. If you FOMO'd lead, that means you bought at the top. It means that you probably just FOMO bought in at the right time, and you're up now, so that's great. Don't forget, guys, scalp. Scalp, 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 scalp. Don't forget to scalp, okay? Right? So as it goes up, take little bits of profit every time it goes up a nice chunk. Like if it's 10%, every 10% take some, right? Do that for yourself. Teach yourself not to care which crypto it is and I love this coin. No. If you know that something's gone up a lot, be happy with your gain and you can rebuy it when it goes back down. That's something you always need to understand. Okay, going back over to Facebook, catch up on a couple questions. Thanks, man. Appreciate your answer. Then I keep my stack with ICX, VET, HOT, BT. I don't know what's BTT. ETP, AGI, BAT, ITC. ITC is a cool one. I do expect at least 10,000% on this setup in the next 6. You're not going to get 10,000%, Jan. You're living in a dream world. It's not going to go up that fast. I've not missed my predictions earlier. Bought ETH at 30 cents. My first investment. I remember to check it out. Yeah. Absolutely, VeChain will be a top 5 probably, and there's concerns with VeChain because the Chinese government is owning parts of VeChain and they're going to have your data. So there's some potential things about VeChain you have to be careful about because a lot of people don't want, even if they are just a supply chain, people to have their data in China and know everything that you're doing, etc. So that's something also just to keep in mind. But yes, there's a lot of great projects that are going to do really, really well. And Jan, you're going to be on the way to the moon, but you're not going to get a 10,000%. That's just crazy. Only the beginning. You got it. No, yeah. So that's where we're at. So I think that's pretty much it. I'll leave it at 25 minutes. I think that's a perfect amount of time for this video today. And so I just want to give you guys just a little bit of vote of confidence. 2 things that I want to tell you. First things first, if you ever find yourself rushing to make a trade or ever find yourself getting stressed out to make a trade or sell a trade, don't do anything, okay? Emotion will wreck you in this market. And if you had emotionally bought today, you may be wrecked already. You might have bought thinking, okay, it's going to go to 50 cents and then come down. And then it goes to 60 cents. So you go, oh, it's never going to go down. And you buy at 60 cents. Then it goes up to 75 cents. You're like, holy crap. And then what happens? You don't sell it there because you don't realize that it's been run up so much because you don't understand the charts, a lot of the people, right? So the point is, don't let FOMO control you. Don't let emotion control you. If you feel emotional before you trade, don't trade. Don't do anything. If you are being impatient, practice patience. You have to learn to let the market do its thing. And a lot of the guys in beta have done that. They've learned, okay, I don't have to sell at 3% gain. I can actually wait and go up 5, 8%, right? 10%. So this is the whole point. And that's where we're coming, guys. It's going to be beautiful. This year is going to be beautiful. And I mean this year, 2019, when STOs start, and we have actual companies, tokenize their whole assets of their company. Make basically like stock markets for companies like Uber and Airbnb that don't want to spend $500 million on an IPO. That's silly money for those guys. So take a break, regain some objectivity. Absolutely. Basically become a gambler emotionally. Yeah. You guys ever seen the movie Molly's Game or any movie where someone's been gambling? And in Molly's Game, this is actually something that really happened. There's this guy, he was a regular dude, very conservative not trader, but very conservative poker player. And what happens is he goes on tilt because he loses a hand to a guy that had no cards in his hand. There was no reason for him to actually call the calls that he made. He had no idea how to play poker. And he was just basically screwing that guy over. And so what happened is that hand put him on emotional tilt and he couldn't play and he lost $1 million in a night. Point here is I'm saying be calm, cool, and collected. And even though today at some points I felt like I should have used money I didn't even have at one point today. I should use money that I don't have to use really stuff that I shouldn't be using. I was thinking, oh, I should just put $5 grand in the market, buy Ripple. But that, when I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, am I really that dumb? Am I going to spend money for the company that I have right now, for the bot, all the stuff we need? Or no, I'm not going to do that because that's stupid and I'm being emotional, right? So that's a really good example of how you can feel and how you should step back and let that feeling go away. Don't let that feeling control you. The psychological side of trading is actually the hardest part. Finding the setups is easy. Our brains tell us intuitively and instinctively when we see things set up the right way. That's why bots by themselves can't do the right AI. We are always going to be better until you can actually program a human controllable bot, like brain-wise. It won't happen because we see the setup and it just clicks in our brain, and robots don't have that. Machines can do it eventually, potentially, but not right now. I don't believe they can. So, what do you think about Lucky Bitcoin for crypto gambling? I think, Manya, a lot of crypto gambling platforms that aren't actual gambling platforms right now, those are not going to be successful. There's one called PlayChip that's coming out, and they're a real gambling platform, fantasy sports platform. You play like Counter-Strike for money on there, everything. They will crush it because they have a $400 million company already. Companies that are coming into the space, there's too many betting platforms already in the regular world. Then we have too many in the crypto world. So I would say that's a little bit of a bad gamble in terms of an investment, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. You can do whatever you want, but this is my opinion, Manya. And because someone talked you down, Joe. Oh, Mike, you do your thing, brother. You do your thing. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Absolutely, absolutely, Robert. And even when we feel like we should invest stuff that we shouldn't, that's why when you get into the screen and look at it, you go, no. And yeah, Mike did talk me down. I was feeling FOMO. I was feeling emotional a little bit. And he was like, what are you doing? Come on, man. You don't have to be emotional. You're doing really good. I was like, all right, true enough. That's the whole point. So what do you think Elastos will hit? Elastos is a pretty cool project, but the whole problem with Bitcoin mining is the problem with Bitcoin, period. This whole proof of work stuff is really bad for the environment, and it's not sustainable long term. As difficulty gets harder, you're getting more machines that are smarter and can crack harder codes, and it's going to cost more energy, and it's not going to be good for the environment. So I think that they need to somehow fix that, and this is why another thing they've realized with Ripple is they don't have this problem. You know, they have the Bitcoin core developer that worked on actual Bitcoin with Satoshi, or I don't know if he worked directly with Satoshi, but he definitely was working with them. He ended up, what's his name? David, is it David Schwartz? I think it's David Schwartz, if I can't be mistaken. He ended up being like one of the biggest people. He's like Charles Hoskinson. He left ETH to make a new plot. Like, that's basically the same thing he did. But he also, another thing you may not know, he patented distributed ledgers 20 years before Bitcoin was even created. Just keep that in your mind. It's pretty interesting. Do you like Digitex futures and gold-backed crypto? Yeah, I do, because guess what? I don't know Digitex futures if I'm a fan of that, but gold-backed crypto, absolutely. Because I don't know what Digitex futures are off the top of my head, because there's a lot of different futures, and so you have to fill me in a little bit more on that, Giselle. But for gold-backed crypto, I think it's amazing, because what is the worst thing about our world right now? That you went off the gold standard, the United States dollar is worthless because it doesn't have an actual thing that's pegged to it other than their military, which is crazy in my mind. Yeah, there we go. I just finished working out how much CGT I owe HMRC do today. Bummer. What do you mean CGT HMRC? I don't know who those people are, Mikey. I don't know the acronym. Sorry, bro. But it sounds like it's not good. I hope that it's okay though. So yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, guys. I will see all you guys. Have a great weekend. Go enjoy life. It's Friday, so go have a beer and chill and relax and enjoy the gains that you had over the last couple of days. And the weekend, watch for the pumps because they might start again, which is pretty insane, but they may actually start again. So keep your eyes out for that. Because I think that a lot of traders that are from Forex and stocks might pull some money out over the weekend and trade in crypto, especially seeing the markets get bullish again. you might see them even not FOMO in, but want to jump back in crypto for a bit to see if they can make some big gains over the weekend. So I'm just gonna almost get out. Oh, the tax authority! Yay, taxes, Mike! Woo! But hey, man, at least you had the gains that you could pay the tax. You gotta think about it that way as possible. Right? So that's positive. All right, now I'm gonna finish off this last question. I'm gonna go. So 1,000% is not a problem when you include strong project under 50 million market cap. They predicted 1,000x in then 2 years. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jan. It's just I think that the time frame is not realistic, to be honest. But you know, if you're holding for 5 years, 10 years, it's possible. I just think that your expectation is pretty high, and I don't think a lot of the projects are going to go that parabolic. Not for a while. I think institutions are going to take their time putting money in the market, so it's going to slowly grow. So people think there's going to be this huge boom, but live in reality. I think that we're not going to have this massive boom. We're going to have a boom, and it's going to kind of be a nice up, not like ladders or steps. It's going to step each step once at a time. It's not going to be parabolic all the time next year or at the end of this one. Okay? Have a brilliant weekend, you guys. Yep, if you pay capital gains tax, it sucks. But hey, the day of 10,000 coins is over, dude. I think that's actually true. I think maybe one coin could potentially do that in the next 5 years, like Ripple. But even that, I don't think Ripple can do a 10,000% at this point either. So, you know, it's going to be really hard to see that. Digibyte, even like these are not coins that are going to do 10,000%. But be happy. You know what I mean? Because we're going to all go up anyway. So that's the goal. The goal is we're all going to move up together, and that's the point. Don't worry about the what-ifs and the percentages and the numbers. Just know that ultimately we're all going to be doing well, and that's the thing you have to think about. Keep that in your mindset. Okay, everyone. Joel, there's one question. Joel, you said in that 50 million Tether got printed. Oh, yes. So 50 million got printed. Sorry, I totally forgot to talk about that, Femi. When we see Tether get printed, usually we see Bitcoin bump. And it's just before the weekend, and usually the weekend pumps. So you should expect to see that Tether be pumping into the market. And so if you see that, keep that in mind that that is happening, and know where we're going to go with that so that we don't feel any stress about it. So have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see all you on Monday. And remember that FOMO is real, and don't follow it. Emotions are a bitch. Okay? See all you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone.